It's your boy Yang from thebiginfamous.com, TBI Sports Picks. We're here today talking about the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens from last night. What an epic ending. Straight shootout the whole second half. Actually, it was a shootout the whole game. And Lamar Jackson gets hurt somewhere after halftime, and he's not in the game for the last couple of drives. And it looks like the Browns are about to upset the Ravens. Ravens come in as a 3-point favorite. They opened up at 2.5, and some books had them at 3.5, I think. And whole game is a shootout. Whole game is a 7-point game pretty much the whole time. And Lamar gets hurt. McSorley comes in, shits the bed. We didn't expect too much out. He did all right though. He didn't cause any turnovers or anything like that. He kept them where they needed to be, kept them afloat. Uh, and he gets hurt on the last drive that he's in on, and it's crazy because he's grabbing his knee and they have no quarterbacks. I'm on the phone with my boy. I'm like, shit, they're gonna have to put in Hollywood Brown at quarterback or somebody like that. And all of a sudden you see Lamar Jackson is running from the tunnel, running onto the field like fucking Superman, running out of the booth and throwing on his cape. And Lamar Jackson comes in, and the whole world thinks he's about to scramble. The whole world. It's 4th and 5. He's coming in. They call a timeout so that he gets time to prepare. And the whole world, he gets the ball, he hikes the ball, he rolls out to the right, and everyone's thinking he's gonna run it because he had a wide open lane. He could have gone right up the sideline, got the first down, but all of a sudden you just see him sling this shit. And the way that they show the games, you can't really see what he sees, and then you just all of a sudden see Hollywood Brown wide the fuck open, gets the catch, runs it in for a touchdown. And the Ravens kick the PAT, and it's ridiculous how that shit ended right there. Um, and we're all thinking, oh well, the Browns are gonna cover the 3.5 points, 3 points, whatever you had. You could have gave away a point and still had it covered. Them Browns go for it last minute, last attempt, and they do a little backyard football and start lateraling the ball and shit. And I'm just sitting there watching, and just all of a sudden I think to myself, holy shit, these motherfuckers are about to have a safety. It's about to be a safety. I swear it's gonna be a safety. And what do you know? They get into the end zone, their own end zone, and ended up being a safety, man. That's crazy. So the Browns did not cover. The Ravens beat the spread, and a lot of Cleveland Brown backers are fucking pissed about that shit. Everyone's screaming rigged, rigged, rigged. And I mean, I get it. I can understand why you would think it's rigged. I would think it's rigged. I think it was rigged. Um, but you look at a situation like that as a player. If I'm the player and I don't know, somebody comes up to me, they're like, "Hey, yo, Jin, um, we're gonna give you 100,000 if you get in a situation where you can blow the lead, and make it a even worse lead to where we can cover these 3.5 points or beat these 3.5 points, then do it, and we'll give you 100,000 bonus." Uh, as much as I love the game, we're in a situation we're not going to win anyway. I'm in the end zone. Fuck it. Fuck it. 100K just to toss this shit out of the end zone and get a safety. I mean, it didn't change the outcome or anything, not for the game anyway. So I get where people would say it's rigged, and I also get why they would do shit like that. Now, in situations where you're, in a tight game and you have a chance to win and you blow that shit or you throw that shit, that shit right there blows me up, man. I get upset because as a competitor, as somebody who, I played sports myself, I would never do no shit like that. I don't give a fuck how much you're going to pay me unless it's a game that truly does not matter. And the Browns, they're still in a situation, they could have, if you're in a situation where you're, let's say it's the national championship, Sugar Bowl, whatever it is, and they pay you to blow that shit, are you crazy as fuck? Like, Hell nah. And it's crazy that people actually do it in situations like that. Like, where the fuck is your fighting spirit? Where the fuck is your competitive spirit? Like, who raised you? Did you know? No offense, I'm sure there are people out there who are in the league who don't have parents or didn't have a father or whatever, or no role models and shit like that, and they're just trying to get up out the hood. I get it, man, but that shit right there, man, that shit blows my fucking lid off the top, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand people who just like who will literally destroy the game, destroy everything that uh that that it stands for. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck, what competitor, what true person who, especially a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, a man's man, you know what I mean? Like, I could never, I absolutely could never do that shit. Not in a situation where it actually matters, but this is not the situation that it actually mattered in. So I get it. 100K, man. Look, yeah, I get it. But yeah, crazy ending. Crazy ending. And it was a great game, nail biter all the way from the beginning to the end. A lot of people thought that the under was gonna hit, and I get why, because two teams, um, cold weather, windy conditions. They were just gonna run the ball. It was slippery out there. You saw Lamar Jackson; he was slipping and sliding. They were saying that uh, his cleats were bad, and that he had to switch out his cleats and shit. But that really didn't even matter either. It didn't even matter that he didn't have any good cleats on. It was just a good game, man. Lamar Jackson broke for some huge runs, touchdowns. Dobbins did his thing. Nick Chubb did his thing, man. Nick Chubb. I saw the odds on 2 touchdowns, and I was like plus 400, and I was looking at it, and I was like, maybe I should play this shit. Just sprinkle a little something onto that. Nope. Of course I didn't. you know? But it's still Nick Chubb had a great out evening. I think he had somewhere around 80 yards. Kareem Hunt with a touchdown. I think he had a rushing and a receiving touchdown, which was a beautiful receiving touchdown. I think he ran a wheel, caught the ball, shook somebody and dove in for a touchdown. I saw his teammates, they were celebrating, giving him CPR, like you know what I mean? Like, they were having fun out there, man. Man, it reminds me of when I was playing football, how much fun that shit was. Uh, but yeah, uh, great game. Absolutely great game. Hollywood Brown with the clutch catch. You know, I actually had him to have over 3.5 receptions, and I was kind of feeling defeated, man, because there was a situation where it could have been an overtime, and I figured if it did go into overtime, he would have gotten the 4 receptions. I think he had 2 total at the end of the game. I had Miles Boykin 1.5 over 1.5 receptions. Of course, he only caught one ball. There was hardly any passing on the Ravens end. I feel like I haven't checked all the stats yet, but I'm pretty sure if you would have played anything over receptions on the Browns side, you probably would have hit it. Mark Andrews was like the only person on the Ravens that was catching everything. They kept passing it to him, just feeding the shit out of him. He probably had like 10 receptions just in the second half. So, but it was a great game, back and forth game, constant. And that's the kind of shit we want to see on Monday Night Football. That's the kind of shit we want to see on prime time, you know? Uh, that's old fashioned fun, man. Old fashioned competition. Um, But yeah, I mean, the way it ended was to me, it was kind of blasphemous, man. I don't think that it should have ended that way. Um, but to the viewer, who gives a shit, right? A regular viewer doesn't give a damn, but somebody who's wagering on it, that's the only people that it ticks off. People like you, people like me, people like my boy Danny. Shout out to Danny, man. That's one of the top cappers that I know in real life. That we talk all the time about football. We damn near get into heated debates sometimes over text messages about certain situations, certain spreads, whether Vegas is trying to trap us or not. But yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. That's why we do this. Not only is it fun, um, but you get that feeling, a good feeling when you're right. You know what I mean? Like who doesn't want to be right about something? You do the research, you put in time, you're sitting there thinking yes, thinking no for like a fucking day or two straight. Finally put it in and you hit. You know what I mean? That's the best shit ever. Live betting is fun as hell. If you ever done that before, I do a lot of live betting myself. Um, it's just it's we do this for fun, man, and also some people do it as a job. You know what I mean? And that's what we're kind of getting into right now. Is That's what the big infamous right here is. TheBigInfamous.com, TBI Sports Picks. Uh, some people don't want to do the research. Some people would rather just pay for picks, and that's what we're here for, baby. We do the research so you don't have to. But yeah, thebiginfamous.com. Go and get your picks. You can purchase daily packages, weekly packages, monthly packages. You can even purchase our heavy hitters card. The heavy hitters are 8-1 right now. We just started, actually keeping everything on record about a week ago. But we've been doing this shit for a long time. I mean, if you look at the Instagram account, we got a lot of followers. We were doing it under the name Spread Masters, but we changed it up. It's thebiginfamous.com now, TBI Sports Picks. And yeah, if you want to buy some picks, head on over there. Actually, you know what? I have a discount code for you. You can use 15 welcome. 15 welcome. The number 15 welcome. That will get you 15% off on any of the packages that you want. Um, just basically an invitation to try us out, give us a shot. I think we went 6-3 on the full card today between college basketball and NFL. We went 5-1 in the NFL. That included a heavy hitter. So, and I actually have to update the record. It was actually 9-1 because we had a heavy hitter at halftime. Second half, Baltimore Ravens team total over 10.5, which you could have picked either the Ravens or the Browns. I was talking to my boy Danny in the middle of the game, and he said I picked the Browns. I was like, shit, I got the Ravens. Didn't matter who you picked. Both of them cashed out. So, but that was a heavy hitter, man. Heavy hitters are the max plays that we put out, man. It's nice when you're going 9-1 on heavy hitters. It's beautiful. Um, but yeah, that's what we got going on here. So we're gonna talk about games. We're gonna talk about spreads. We're gonna talk about opinions on games. We're gonna talk about recaps on games. So definitely tune in at thebiginfamous.com. TBI Sports Picks is the Vegas killer. We appreciate you stopping by. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, get those notifications every time we go live, every time we post a video. That way you can stay up to date on everything. Um, we'll be posting free picks every once in a while. Matter of fact, if you watch this whole video, you get a nice little treat. Free pick Wofford plus 5.5. We're gonna take that today here. What is it? Today's December 15th, Tuesday. We're gonna pick Wofford plus 5.5 against Coastal Carolina. And that's your free pick. Thank you for watching all the way through. Like, share, comment. We'd love to hear your comments. Love to hear your opinions on things. Love to hear, what you have to say. And of course, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, man. And stop by. Stop by the website. See what we got going on. I'm gonna actually start posting the videos. Any videos that I do, the latest video will be up on the website as well as on YouTube. So come check us out.